While everyone watched in silence, you poured vodka into a cup, tilted your head back, opened one eye, and poured the vodka straight into it like it's a medicated eye drop. Before you do the same thing to your other eye, you explain to your audience that this is the ultimate way to get drunk faster. And one by one...
Yo, what's local media? It's your homeboy KrazyKam, and in today's video, today we're going to be reacting to every dumb internet trend in 17 minutes. People do dumb things for views, you know what I'm saying? It's gone to the point where YouTube don't even feel like YouTube anymore. Like what you were scrolling on when you were a kid, bro. YouTube is not authentic, it's not real. People are literally walking cyclones, bots that go to reach hard in the corner, bro, literally. So we're gonna be watching dumb internet trends that are just dumb, bro. I ain't gonna lie. So yeah, go crazy in the subscribe button, look on that like button, hit the description. Just know much more about this video. Comment something down below, you feel what I'm saying? Make my day a little bit better. I see y'all been going crazy on that crazy on the subscribe button, you feel what I'm saying? I do appreciate you. Can't wait to see how far we go in the year of 2025, man. In Jesus' name, I am in the Lord's favor. But yeah, man, let's go ahead and click. And I'm not gonna say shut up. Let's get into it. Let's chop it up. You know, I have 2 outros into the intro. You feel what I'm saying? You dig?
Disclaimer: do not try doing any of the things mentioned in this video.
Don't gotta tell me.
Tide Pod Challenge. So you're having a lazy afternoon scrolling through TikTok when you stumble upon a video of a teenager casually popping a colorful, squishy Tide Pod into their mouth. For a split second, your brain does a double take, and you're left wondering why anyone would want to eat something that's not on the food pyramid. You just witnessed the Tide Pod Challenge, where
people out here eating Tide Pods, bro.
Common sense takes a back seat to internet fame. So this trend kicked off in 2018 when some people decided that filming themselves while biting into these soap-filled pods that look suspiciously like candy would be a fun way to go viral. Well, they aren't candy. They're colorful little packets of toxic chemicals for laundry, which sent many of these challengers to the emergency room as the challenge quickly turned into a horror show of burns, vomiting, and in some cases, serious lung damage, all for a few likes and shares. It's safe to say that this trend didn't leave a good taste in anyone's mouth, literally. The whole fiasco got so bad that even Tide had to step in with a public service announcement begging people to stop treating their detergent like snack food. Because apparently, don't eat laundry detergent needed to be said. Cinnamon Challenge.
Oh, I've done this one before, bro. Low-key, I might be in the brain rot. But as for the Tide Pods, bro, whoever made the general consensus that it looks like a candy and you can eat it and make it a trend, the fact that people can allow it to become a trend while he's still hearing news about it is what's low-key concerning, bro. You really are a you're clout chaser, bro.
One evening, you're hanging out with your friends, you know, just trolling and daring each other casually, but one of your friends decides to spice up the dare by betting that you can't swallow a spoonful of cinnamon in one go. So, you accept the challenge. It's just a simple kitchen ingredient, right? But as soon as you scoop that spoonful of cinnamon powder into your mouth, it's like you've unleashed a dragon inside your mouth. You'll be left choking, wheezing, and coughing like crazy. This is because cinnamon is like the Sahara Desert of spice. It's dry, powdery, and absolutely determined to turn your mouth into a wasteland. And this is what people decided was fun in 2012. Suddenly, thousands of people on the internet were filming themselves trying to down a full tablespoon of powdered cinnamon without water. You see, those people who tried it ended up coughing, gagging, and desperately trying not to inhale the fine powder, which, by the way, can seriously mess with your lungs. Some ended up in the hospital
from experience as someone that, as a recipient that tried to do this challenge, bro, I recommend you don't do it. I never did it ever again, bro.
As they
most stupid thing I ever did.
Started developing severe respiratory issues, and there were even reports of people ending up with collapsed lungs.
Damn.
All of this for a mouthful of misery and a few seconds of internet fame.
Dang,
the Salt
man.
and Ice Challenge. So,
ruptured lungs?
It's the 2010s, a time when people are going crazy over the internet and doing all kinds of bizarre things to get attention online. Because you didn't want to feel left out, you decided to join in on one of the challenges, you know, to get some of that attention for yourself as well. Unfortunately for you, the trendy challenge at this time was the Salt and Ice Challenge. which involves sprinkling salt on your skin and then pressing an ice cube on top. The aim is to see who can keep the ice on the longest, because apparently that's what passed for entertainment. If you have never missed any of your high school chemistry classes, you'd know that this combo is extremely dangerous. You see, as the ice comes in contact with the salt on your skin, the salt lowers the freezing temperature of the ice, and in just a few minutes, you would develop severe burns that look like frostbite. People who participated in this challenge ended up with second and even third-degree burns, all for the sake of a viral video. Hospitals reported an increase in cases of frostbite from people who didn't realize that the fun little challenge they saw online could leave them with permanent scars. Condoms.
Hey, yo, bro, what is this, bro? Alright, I'm so glad I'm learning about this now, because ice and salt is low-key crazy, I'm not gonna lie to you. But people out here snorting condoms, bro, like...
Snorting challenge. You've probably seen the infamous party trick where a magician would put an item inside his nose and magically bring it out of his mouth or one of his ears. The condom snorting challenge is quite similar to this magic trick, except this was not a trick but a real-life trend that
I'm already browsing the internet all day, and if I'm getting an ad,
we're getting paid, baby!
Are you tired of seeing
real-life people participated in? To be a part of this challenge, you'd have to have a condom first, unwrap it, and then literally inhale the rubber through one nostril and try to pull it out of your mouth. The goal is to prove how daring you can be for likes and attention on social media. Well, everything went horribly wrong because the latex started getting lodged in some people's throats and lungs, leading to choking and asphyxiation. Because, newsflash, your nasal passages and throat weren't designed for foreign objects, especially not stretchy latex ones. Bird Box Challenge. The Bird Box Challenge was an
Like, is it really worth it, y'all? Like, if you did this challenge, is it really worth it? Be for real.
Inspired by the 2018 film Bird Box, where people had to navigate the world blindfolded to avoid certain doom. So, just like any other dumb trend, some people thought it would be fun to replicate the idea in the movie and move around doing their everyday tasks blindfolded. Now, the people in the movie obviously had a reason to be blindfolded, plus they have safety measures in place to help them avoid any real danger. However, the real-world guys didn't think any of this through, and literally started doing all sorts of crazy, dangerous things completely blindfolded. Some were driving, walking down the street, and even cooking. Well, things began to take a horrifying nosedive because they were running into walls, tripping over things, getting severe burns, and ending up in road accidents. It didn't take long for authorities to step in and remind everyone that sight is actually pretty important for most activities. Milk Crate Challenge. Let's say you're at a backyard barbecue.
I didn't think people needed to be warned about that.
When you spot a stack of milk crates. Instead of using them to store drinks or supplies, you come up with the bright idea to stack the crates into a giant pyramid and see who can walk across them.
Yeah, that,
because
dude, no.
Naturally,
that challenge, bro, it looks like it really hurts. Like, people break spines off that, bro. The thing is, people will kick people off.
Oh my God! Bro. Balancing on a shaky tower of plastic. Since it was your idea, you go first while the others watch. You step onto the first crate, feeling like a tightrope walker, and by the time you're halfway up, your knees start to wobble. As you reach the top, the crates collapse, sending you and your dignity crashing down into a pile of plastic and grass. This absolutely dumb challenge was termed the Milk Crate Challenge, where the only thing higher than the crates are your chances of ending up in the ER. What started as a silly stunt quickly turned into a viral sensation in 2021, with people all over the world attempting to conquer these wobbly towers. As you can imagine, most attempts ended in disaster, with participants toppling over and suffering from broken bones, dislocated joints, and a whole lot of regret. However, even with the clear dangers, people kept trying because what's a little risk when there's internet fame at stake? But as the number of injuries skyrocketed, doctors and safety experts began to caution everyone to step away from the crates. Kiki Challenge. In 2018, singer Drake's song In My Feelings became a hit, and of course, with any hit, people started to create trends for the song. Finally, one stuck out and was aptly named the Kiki Challenge.
I remember.
Basically, if you were participating in this trend, you would get out of a moving vehicle and try to dance alongside the car. The whole idea was to showcase your best dance moves on Drake's hit song, but it wasn't long before the challenge proved to be more dangerous than fun. Because some people would trip, stumble, or even nearly get hit by another vehicle, which made them end up with scrapes, bruises, and broken bones, turning what was supposed to be a cool dance challenge into a potential disaster. The dangers and risks involved got so much that the police and safety officials had to start issuing warnings, reminding everyone that jumping out of a moving car is not exactly the brightest idea. Vodka eyeballing.
Like, bro, why are these
It's
people needing... Bro, I'm actually about to pass out. Why do they need to be warned or told that that's not okay or right, bro?
Weekend and your parents are out of town. Just like any normal teenager, you decide to throw a party and invited almost everyone from school. There were more than enough snacks and the drinks were flowing, and before you knew it, the party had taken a wild turn. To intensify the wildness, you decided to show off a new drinking trick you saw on the internet a few days ago. While everyone watched in silence, you poured vodka into a cup, tilted your head back, opened one eye, and poured the vodka straight into it like it's a medicated eye drop. Before you do the same thing to your other eye, you explain to your audience that this is the ultimate way to get drunk faster. And one by one, everyone started doing the same thing. This was the vodka eyeballing trend that started in the late 2000s. A trend that convinced people that pouring alcohol directly into their eyes would give them a quicker buzz.
See that right there, bro? That's my boiling point. Oh, I'm drunk. I'm drunk. I didn't think it could get any worse, bro.
Logic behind the trend was the alcohol would skip your liver and seep straight into your bloodstream through the delicate membranes of your eye. Well, this is not true, especially considering most of the vodka ends up streaming down your face rather than getting absorbed.
What science?
But then your eyes aren't designed to handle 40% alcohol, so if you try vodka eyeballing, what would follow next is intense burning, stinging, and a flood of tears. Instead of catching a buzz, you're more likely to end up with a raging eye infection, corneal damage, or even a risk of permanent vision loss. Despite the painful and obvious risks, vodka eyeballing became a party trick for those looking to show off, even though it was more likely to get you a trip to the eye doctor than a hangover. Despite all of these dumb trends, there's one that is not dumb at all and is full of fun, and that's joining our Discord server. Banana Peel Challenge. You've probably seen cartoons where a cartoon character would step on a banana peel, slip, and do a ridiculous tumble before falling on its face. The Tom and Jerry cartoons were filled with scenes like this. Well, some people decided to do the real-life version of it. So the idea here was simple. Throw a banana peel on the ground, then try to walk or run over it without slipping. And that is the Banana Peel Challenge. If you've ever watched a cartoon, then you probably know how this is supposed to end, with you landing flat on your back, legs in the air, just like in a slapstick comedy. But this wasn't just cartoon-level fun and games. People seriously attempted to navigate over slippery banana peels while filming their attempts for Instagram likes. The challenge led to a lot of real-life failures, with participants slipping, sliding, and sometimes crashing down in dramatic fashion. What started as a funny gag quickly turned dangerous as people underestimated just how slippery those peels could be. From twisted ankles to bruised tailbones, the Banana Peel Challenge turned out to be a classic case of it's all fun and games until someone gets hurt. So while it might seem like a hilarious way to channel your inner cartoon character, the Banana Peel Challenge is one of those trends that reminds you that not everything from animation translates well to real life. Hot Pepper Challenge. Have you ever tasted hot chili? Let's say you mistakenly got some in your mouth without knowing, or a friend dared you to just have one bite. Now imagine the pain you felt and multiply that by 100, and that would probably give you an idea of just how dumb and dangerous this particular trend was. Basically, if you were participating in this trend, you would first of all buy several bowls of the spiciest peppers like the Carolina Reaper and ghost peppers. You know, the hotter the better. Then you would literally start stuffing them in your mouth like candy while filming yourself. The goal is to endure the intense heat without reaching for a glass of milk, water, or anything else that might soothe the fiery inferno in your mouth. It's basically an extreme version of a spicy food challenge. Your mouth would literally feel like you've swallowed a live volcano, and your eyes would start to water like you've just watched the saddest movie ever, but it's not from emotion, it's from sheer, unrelenting pain.
But no, what I feel like is gonna be on this, the hot chip challenge, because I heard that's even worse than like a billion peppers combined.
Pain doesn't end here. Your throat feels like it's
We, the members of Family Tech Support, didn't volunteer. We were
closing in on itself, and your stomach starts to churn like you've swallowed a batch of burning coals. As the heat just keeps building, you start to regret every choice that led you to this moment. You're convinced this is what dragons must feel like after a bad meal. The hot pepper challenge seemed like a harmless bit of fun, but as you sit there sweating with your tongue on fire and your dignity in tatters, it's clear that some things are better left uneaten. Those super hot peppers pack a punch more suited for a daredevil stunt than a snack. And while
thing is, bro, it should be clear not to do these trends in general. When you see other people post it and get seriously hurt, that should tell you enough, bro. People are dumb.
The challenge might get you some likes online, the aftermath is a lot less fun, especially when you're left batting a full body meltdown. Gallon smashing challenge. So let's say you're at the grocery store, scanning through a section of junk food when you...
Fun fact, I actually tried this one too. So I tried this one and the cinnamon challenge.
You suddenly
with
hear
my friend.
A loud crash behind
you,
followed by a splash that sounds like a tidal wave magically appeared and hit aisle 5. You turn around to see a teenager sprawled on the floor, drenched in milk with a smashed gallon jug beside them. Now that is the gallon smashing challenge that went viral around 2013.
No, I meant drinking a gallon of milk, like chugging it another like a couple seconds. This one, I didn't do that. Why would I do that?
To do this challenge, you would go to a grocery store and grab a gallon of milk or juice, then pretend to trip and dramatically smash the container on the floor, spilling the contents everywhere.
Why?
The point of this challenge is to capture the whole messy spectacle on camera for some quick laughs and internet fame. Although the challenge seemed like a harmless prank, it quickly turned into a sticky, slippery mess. It often resulted in employees having to clean up massive spills, customers getting splashed or even slipping, and stores facing property damage. There's also the matter of wasting perfectly good milk or juice. Kylie Jenner Lip Challenge.
Yeah, I remember when Speed did this one.
The Kylie Jenner Lip Challenge is like playing a game of dress up, but instead of dressing up dolls to look like your favorite celebrity, you're damaging your lips. So the idea here is to get your lips as plump as Kylie's without the magic of makeup or surgery, which was actually how Kylie got her lips to look plump. To do this, all you need is a shot glass, a small jar, or anything that can create a tight seal around your lips, then suck as hard as you can to create a vacuum.
Fun fact, I actually tried this, but failed miserably in last Christmas, bro. We don't talk about that though.
Now, after a few hours, you'd remove the shot glass from your lips and boom, you've got the Kylie Jenner lip. Everyone jumped into this trend in 2015, hoping to achieve those famous Kardashian pouts. But instead of achieving the desired full look, participants often ended up with lips that looked like they lost a fight with a wasp. People had bruises, swelling, and even busted lips were all part of the fun. Although, fun is probably not the right word when your mouth looks like a cartoon character after an anvil falls on them. What many didn't realize was that the suction could cause blood vessels in the lips to burst, leading to pain, discoloration, and sometimes even permanently looking like this.
Yeah, that looks painful.
The Take a Bite Challenge. As a kid, you were probably dared by your friend to lick a frozen pole, and you did it because, well, you didn't want to be a chicken.
Ew,
now imagine that...
I was always hygienic, bro. Can't nobody tell me to go and lick a random pole. Respectfully, I don't care.
Same dare, but instead of a frozen pole, it's a bar of soap, a stick of deodorant, or a raw onion. Well, that was basically the take a bite challenge, where the only thing dumber than the dare itself is the decision to do it. To do this challenge, you'd grab
I like how
the
sarcastic this
most
guy is.
inedible object around and sink your teeth into it as if it was a juicy burger. As the challenge went viral, it got even weirder. People were biting into things like candles and rubber shoes just to get the reactions from viewers who would cringe, laugh, or maybe even gag. It was like a bad episode of a food challenge show where the menu was compiled by a 3-year-old left alone in the pantry. The wackier the object, the better. Now, while some things were chomping on random non-food items could lead to more than just a bad taste in your mouth. This made some of the participants end up with broken teeth, stomach upset, and an
Broken
urgent
teeth
lesson
is
in why
crazy.
certain things belong under the sink, not in your stomach.
So basically what I'm getting here is people are just so thirsty for fame and money and views. They'll just go above and beyond, and it don't look cool, bro. I'll tell you that right now. Like, I feel like for any YouTuber or any upcoming influencer, if you try too hard and people could tell, and then like you're just doing really dumb things, like I feel like people could tell like that you don't look the best. Like, people are not gonna click on your videos. Actually, no, they will. I ain't gonna lie. You're gonna get views, but you won't get respect. That right there is the perfect way to depict it. If you lose a tooth, bro, that's low-key tough, bro. I ain't gonna lie, you lost the battle, okay? Nah, man, thank you so much for clicking on this video. Go ahead and go crazy on the subscribe button, look on that like button, hit the description, just to know more about this video. Without further ado, I'm gonna catch y'all in the next video. Peace.